It's game on. We are big on sports. Big on sports.
Welcome back, and you're still watching Game On right on Urban TV. I'm joined by two special guests, two special footballers for Proline FC of Coach Mujib Kasule in Savio Kabugo, together with that is Ivan Bukenya. Good afternoon, gentlemen. I'll start with you, the man in black.
Good afternoon to you.
How have you been?
Not bad about you.
I like the way you've differentiated yourselves, black, and then Ivan has white. Ivan, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Gotten bigger, man.
Yeah.
Gym work or something.
A lot of hard work.
Happiness, peace.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start with you, Ivan. Yesterday, your first league appearance for Proline and the fast win. What was that like for you, especially in the first 20 minutes when you dominated play against Sowana FC yesterday?
I think it's a good feeling. First of all, I will thank the Almighty for the 3 points we got and a good game that we had. It was all a team performance. The team played good. We executed the coach instructions properly. And yeah, we banged the 3 points and the good goals.
He speaks about team effort, Savio. Obviously, with the two disappointing opening games, the three disappointing opening games. Well, I'll stick to two because the first one was a draw, which you didn't take part of. The second one against Masavo FC, you were stand by Masavo FC on the day. Yesterday, you kept it nice and tidy at the back. What can we put it down to? Leadership, experience, team effort?
Yeah, leadership from our senior players, Ivan Bukenya, Sula Maluda, Second Pima. Their presence was so fantastic at the pitch. They motivated the boys, and we got the tactics right.
Okay.
That's why you came victorious.
On the day, it felt like your presence was, well, missed out against Police FC, where you conceded 2 chip goals, if I should say, thanks to Norman Ojik. Yesterday, was it a whole different story? Did you have a new strategy, a new approach to that game against Sowana?
Yeah, it was a new strategy, new tactics. Because Ivan Bukenya was in the stands in the game we lost, so he told he saw the game well. So he told us we didn't get tactics right. Then I think we made them right yesterday.
Okay.
So he came victorious. Plus his presence, because you remember when he was out of the pitch, it was a bit harder for us.
Okay.
Yeah, they were almost in our half all the time when Ivan was out of the pitch. Yeah, his presence was so fantastic. It helped us emerge victorious.
Okay. Ivan, it's been 6 years since you last featured for Proline FC. Now that you return with fortune, because your first appearance earns them first maximum points in the campaign, could you tell us about that experience? What was it? How has it been like for the last couple of days since you returned to Proline?
Yeah, it has been a good feeling when you get back home at your mother club and everything. The boys and all that, a lot of talent in the team, and people who are willing to work, who are willing to move to the next level, everything. So it motivates us, even as the senior players, to see all the boys that we left here. We left when most of the boys were still in academy. They were kids. But now when you came back, you can see them, they're playing good football, they're willing to even to break into the professional level.
Okay.
That's a good feeling for all of us. Like, we used to come back here every now and then, and we take off the time just for holiday and everything, because most of our leagues, they take long to start.
Okay.
They're not on all the calendar of the European leagues. So whenever I used to come here, we used to come and train with the Proline, but you could see the boys are pushing and everything. So when we came back and all that, our managers, we were talking with our director, Mujib Kasule, and then they say, yeah, we could go ahead and have a run throughout the league. And it was a good feeling to play with the boys.
Okay. Still with you, Ivan. Obviously, when you look at the game back then, 2010, 2011, when you last featured for Proline FC, do you feel the game has changed from what you've seen from the last 3 games, especially the one against Sowana yesterday?
Yeah, I feel the game has changed a lot, because by then we were still raw and we didn't know anything about tactics and all that. Okay, we knew because we were throughout the academy, but everything has changed by now. The team looks to be so good, the tactics are right, and all the kids are playing good football. Yeah.
Savio, you've been hampered by so many injuries, even while you're still with the tax collectors, URA at the time, and Kefa Kisala. Can we now say you're fully fit? Can we now say you're fully focused on Proline and maybe the national team?
Yeah, as you know, Proline is a mother club. It's where it all started, and injuries are now history.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm no longer injured. I'm now injury-free. suffered injuries for some good 1.5 years, but it's now history. I'm looking forward to making it to the top level of football.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coming back to you, Ivan, you've played in one of the toppest, should I say, the finest African leagues in Africa, the PSL with Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah.
Coming back to the Azam Uganda Premier League, do you feel that takes you to the B game from the A game, or is it any different compared to the PSL league?
Obviously, it's different from the PSL league, but I personally, as a player, it doesn't affect me because this is a journey. You don't know where you end up. I've been up and down throughout all my journey. So I know right now, Azam, I'm enjoying my league. I'm enjoying the club I'm playing for because I'm playing with good players. You saw in like yesterday's game. It was good football. A lot of chances created. And this is all about football.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all about football. Well said. Savio, well, when you look at your situation right now, could you tell us that little bit of experience that you succumbed to in South Africa during those football trials at Bloemfontein Celtics?
Yeah, about the trials, actually I've always been in touch with my brother Ivan. Yeah, I went after assessing him. He said, Savio, you go, and you know you'll make it because he's been there. He knows what it takes to be there. He knows what I'm capable of. He was like, Savio, go, you'll make it. I was there, all went right. I did all I could do to sign the contract, but as in the negotiations failed with the agent and the team, the team managers, they failed to raise the money.
Okay.
Yeah, to make me stay there.
Ivan, before we talk about the national team, currently with the position that you're in, too early to say, but when you look at Proline with the current group of players, there's few injuries, but do you feel Proline will finish in top 10 or top 5 this season?
Surely we are targeting top 4 this season.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I like the confidence in him. Moving on to the national team, obviously the CHAN finals around the corner. Do you feel you have a breakthrough? Do you feel you have a chance to come through in the national team now that the CHAN tournament is only strictly for locally best players?
I personally feel I even have a breakthrough in the top team.
The national team?
National team.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is very good stuff, hearing Ivan saying this. I mean, he sounds very confident about this. Savio, you missed out on 2 games, 3 to be precise, in the CHAN qualifiers. The two-legged affair against South Sudan and the defeat against Nyamirambo. The defeat against Nyamirambo, do you feel your presence could have changed the whole story? That defeat would not have come through?
Yeah, 100% sure. Because the boys were disappointed not seeing me at pitch, but they knew what I'd gone to do was, I think, was the best thing.
Okay.
To go to Emalak, sign a professional contract. Yeah, it was going to be the best thing, come help the senior side. But I know I missed out, and as you know, football is a journey, ups and downs. I didn't make it to the Egypt tie, but I'm working hard, tirelessly hard with my brothers, and I know she'll make it back there, because it's all about self-belief and working hard. I know she'll bounce back, because you're capable. Yeah, and you're good to go.
Ivan, obviously with the FIFA World Cup qualifier around the corner, that's against Egypt. How well do you think, rather Ghana, how well do you think the Cranes will fare, especially under the new man that is Moses Basina?
I think the Cranes will win here, obviously at home, and I think we'll play good football because most of the boys, you see, it's like it's a crop of players that are grown up together. So I think it brings some confidence into the team. Okay. And I think we'll win 2-0.
I'll ask you this probably, Coach Mujib Kasule, what has it been like working under him for the last few days since you arrived since you returned to Proline?
I've not only worked him since I returned there because I've been working with him all my lifetime. He's like my mentor. Every time I feel low, every time I want to improve in my game, he gives me hints of how to improve throughout my career.
Interesting. Savio, with the game coming up on next week, 7th of October, against Ghana, do we expect you to feature partner or breakthrough that they usually call it the foreign best class? Do we see at least a certain Savio or Ivan Bukenya in that one there?
As you know, in life, nothing is impossible. I wasn't summoned in the squad, but you never know. It's no time to the game to be played. I know I'll be there.
Okay.
I know I'll be there. I'll feature against Ghana.
Ivan, I'll ask you this. When you look at currently, we are second in Group E with 7 points after that 1-0 defeat in Alexandria. Realistically, where do you think our chances are, especially in these last 2 games against Ghana and Congo-Brazzaville, realistically?
I think we still have big chances because even those teams that are leading us, they still have to meet each other.
Mm-hmm.
So the chances is still open for Uganda to qualify.
Interesting. Savio, is it a big dream to say that Uganda can reach the World Cup finals for the very first time?
Yeah, it's a dream come true.
Is it a tall order? Is it too much to ask of you players?
No, it's not too much because we're almost there. We're almost there. We're knocking the door now to reach the World Cup finals.
Ivan, when you look at the current structure, what do you think is lacking? And with the introduction of Ibrahim Saka, Jan Matthias, what do you think is lacking on that team to actually get the right result, especially the game coming through against Ghana?
We can get results throughout, even the recent structure and everything is good, but what we like is like we need the team identity. I think I personally, because you watch all that time, you watch the game and everyone watches it and it's like, yes, we have won, but how have we won?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing that we need to like emphasize. All the teams have their identity. When you have Egypt, you can say they're going to pass you, they're going to play throughout the flowing ball until they break you. Anytime, you understand?
Okay.
So we need that identity for Uganda. It's like even though you go to Zambia, you see South Africa, they have their identity, the way they play that football.
So you're saying Uganda don't have a playing identity?
Yeah, I personally, that's what I see.
Many have said that. Savio, when you look at our centre forwards, Derek Nsibambi, our very own Nelson Senkatuka, formerly with you guys, do you feel we have enough in those centre forwards to break the most stubborn defenses as far as the two games that are remaining? Do you think those particular home-based strikers have enough to break such defenses?
Yeah, most likely Senkatuka Nelson. He's scoring goals. Derek Nsibambi is not yet there to score goals as he's made of scoring goals because he's a target man. He scores goals always. And remember last season he has been the target man of KCCA. He has been scoring for them goals alongside Geoffrey Serunkuma. But this season football is today is as good as today. Senkatuka is now the leading scorer.
Okay.
I know if given chance he can make it.
Interesting. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming through. It's been a pleasure. And your next game is against Vipers Sports Club. Hopefully, you'll replicate the same performance you did yesterday. And of course, that is Savio Kabugo together with Ivan Bukenya, two fine players who have managed to come through, who came through yesterday, securing the first points, first maximum points on the day for Pro Line against Sowana FC of Shafiq B. Sasso. Game on will take another breather when we get back. More from the locker scene. We'll be right back after this.
Game on. It's game on. We are big on sports. Big on sports.